السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. So, inshallah, we will continue to study the section Araf in the Qur'an, and we studied up to the verse 10. So, the verse 10 says, we have indeed established you on earth, settled down Mecca, made a secure state for you on earth, and provided you with the means of livelihood, because we created you with the need for livelihood, and we provided that, so you will satisfy your needs. And of course, while you are doing all these activities, needs, livelihood doesn't mean only food. We need air, we need something for our intelligence, we need something to satisfy our feelings, many things. So all of them are going to be performed by using the spirit breathed into our body. So it's a transaction. The spirit cannot, we said, we have discussed this, we emphasized on the importance of it. We cannot use spirit doesn't function without interacting through a body, bashar. So that is why we understand that after I die, definitely my spirit needs another body. And also, since I am interacting while I am in this world, interacting with this world, what I am doing, I am using my body. If I didn't have my body, my spirit wouldn't function. We gave many examples to demonstrate that how the spirit does not function by itself. That is why the reason in creation, creation of human beings, first body and then the spirit. If body dies, spirit leaves the body. That is death. So simple. What is that? So simple. If your body doesn't function, spirit says, this vehicle is worth nothing for me anymore, I'm going back to my place, because the spirit is of the nature of non-material being and is not subject to change. That's what we have to understand ourselves. So the Quran mentions that مكنا في الأرض وجعلنا لكم فيها معايش. It means we settled down in your perfect creation on earth. And of course, our creation is completed, and also this settlement, the place where we are going to function, is also established and provided for us. So strange. قليلا ما تشكرون. It's very interesting, yet you are not really grateful, very little grateful. You appreciate what is going on in creation, in your creation, in the creation of your settlement in this world, and the creation in the creation of the world. You are not being thankful. What we understand from here, practically, I'm thankful. I thank God for it. No, it doesn't mean practically. It is just a thought that I say, I am very thankful that the universe is provided for me by my creator. If I say to you, for example, I gave you something you need, whatever you need, and then, oh, thank you, but you never use it. What does it mean? It's your thanking, your gratefulness it doesn't mean anything. But when you use it, of course, it's better to say that thank you, but even if you don't say thank you, you said, oh, it is, for example, I gave you a shirt. I see your beautiful shirt. So I have some friends here, so we are really having the discussion together. So I gave you, I'm speaking to my friend here now, a shirt. So even you didn't say thank you verbally, of course it would be kinder to say thank you, but essentially you put on it and say, oh, it's beautiful, or, you know, appreciate it, is a way of thinking. But if you say, oh, I found it, denial. It wasn't a gift. You didn't give it a gift. I found it here by myself. That's why you are not acknowledging me. It is being really denying the reality. That's a completely different matter. It is a belief or confirmation or denial. The subject is different. But the Quran says you are not denying. Quran doesn't say you are not. You are denying. No, Quran says you are not enough, thankful enough for the things I provided. What does it mean? Let's talk about it. You are not thankful enough. What does it mean? What we understand, what I understand, if you have anything to say, I would really love to hear your voice. Otherwise, I would carry on. Or share my thought. I understand from it that you are not using the creation of the universe, creation of your body, creation of your spirit. You are not using it in order to fulfill the purpose of their existence. What is the purpose of their existence? Creating the universe out there. If I don't benefit from it and only use the universe to satisfy my body, it is not human. It means eat, breathe, use the light, all of them for my body. Yeah, like let's say the typical example, our beautiful example, carrying the book, but not reading it. Does it do any good?
No meaning to it.
Yeah, No meaning. Yeah. I mean, it would be just waste of energy carrying the book, but not reading it. Carrying the body in a healthy way, but not utilizing it for the purpose it was created. Because in its existence, there is meaning. So we have to intellectually get this meaning, at least conceptually get this meaning and appreciate it. How? Through using our spirit, because the spirit we have discussed in great detail is able or created with the ability to understand the reality of its existence, which is the reality of the existence of the universe is to demonstrate its creator, qualities of its creator, reality of my existence also to acknowledge, because spirit is the most important aspect of spirit is being conscious of its own existence. It's very amazing. Actually, it is easier to say it, but really to realize that I am aware of my existence. What does it mean? So great. It means I am aware of the qualities manifested in my existence. So great. I mean, priceless, if you like. Why? I am aware of the reality of my existence as well through using my consciousness and also through experiencing this reality through my feelings, combining together and understanding what is going on in my life. So very important in my existence. That is why Galilema Teshkurun, the huge capacity of the spirit, may be utilized by human beings only extremely partially. But we have to be very careful. We shouldn't deny, first of all, the meaning side of this book that we are carrying. Our existence, the existence of the universe, the meaning in it. It means it reflects the qualities of its maker, because in and of itself has no quality to be able to produce the meaning manifested in it.
So if you're not connected with what is reality, then not only you will not be able to be thankful, but you can't even be sorry about wasting everything, because you're not acknowledging anything at all about who you are or what to be thankful for or what to say even further, right?
First of all, we have to acknowledge
reality, so there's nothing you can do.
Thank you. First of all, we have to acknowledge it. We have to acknowledge that my existence is meaningful. And the existence of the universe is also meaningful. So we have to accept this reality and then utilize it. How? Fulfill the purpose of its existence. Fulfill the purpose of its existence. What is that? We described this scenery actually before. Universe is here, needs to be created. I am here. Definitely, I from my own existence, I experienced that I need to be created. And the creator is connected through human consciousness by using the evidence in the creation of me and the universe and attributing both of them to its creator, because I have been given the spirit which has the ability to acknowledge its source of existence. Do you understand this? This is a very important point. Spirit has been given the ability to acknowledge its source of existence. I cannot attribute my spirit, the existence of my spirit, to anything of this universe. because even I cannot show it physically so that it and put it in a lab, then it is coming out of this or that.
Right.
Not at all. No sign whatsoever. But it is real in my real life experience that I have not body, but something else as well. That is what makes me a human being. My body is just a matter, and it doesn't make me a human being. Even it is alive, yes, I am an animate being. It means alive being, not a human being, because my body dies. For example, we gave this typical example. If somebody has or loses his eyes, still he has the sense of sight, wants to see. What is that? What is that? So I don't have any eyes. For example, if somebody is born blind, complete 100%, so he wants to see. He realizes the thing that a kind of seeing is needed, although he has never experienced it. So the spirit demonstrates its own existence without having any experience prior to it. As soon as the baby is born, it starts slowly interacting with its environment, with its mother, acknowledges, knows, and makes the distinction, and really is scared of strange things, strange people. If you approach a baby, then runs away from you. Why? Who taught it? Do you think the mother, while she is carrying in her womb, said that, look, if somebody approaches you, run away from it? She didn't know that she was a male or female. Somebody tells her, she doesn't realize which kind of creature it is. It is so interesting that it is, to some people, deny spirit. Okay, they are free to do so because it doesn't make sense at all. I am a human being, that is obvious. I am not only body and life. We have to know that life doesn't make me a human being. An ant has life as well, but it is an ant. I'm not an ant. What makes me different from the ant and human being? This is very essential. I keep really going back to this point again and again and again. We have three-dimensional or dimensional existence: body, life, spirit. And we communicate through spirit. For example, living being doesn't communicate if they didn't have any spirit, does not communicate with it with anything else, just follow their instinct automatically. Yeah. That is why today's secular sciences reduces human being to animate being. They have to, because as soon as if they accept that human beings are different and has something else more than an animate being, what is that? I know my consciousness. I know that I can reason. I know that I feel different from any other creature as far as I can see, living creatures. So other living creatures are also experiencing some sort of feeling, definitely, but I am conscious of my own existence. I am conscious of my huge capacity, and I have memory, remembering the past. I have hopes, having something, expecting something in the future happen to me. So, and I am expecting that they should happen to me, or I desire it, or I try to escape from it, etc., etc. So, human beings have this kind of, and the other animals have also this kind of feelings, but not self-consciousness, not being aware of the past and the future, but just following the instinct. But human beings do not follow only instinct. They make choice, and their choice has so many varieties. That is why I understand the reasoning, improving my capacity, turning my potentiality into capacity. These are all the things happening in my life. Okay. Let's go to the following verse 11. We created you, yes. We gave you shape. This is very important. Sawarnakum. We gave you shape. We formed you. We shaped you. That is what literal meaning is. It means we are adjusted, our existence is adjusted in such a way that so our potentiality and the qualities, meaningful side of the qualities in creation, and the spirit works in such a way that perfectly confirming, supporting each other, functioning in harmony perfectly. So, for example, human beings can use their consciousness to make or to be able to understand the meaning side of the existence and make reasoning, so intelligence is functioning there. This thing cannot exist by itself, and asks the question, what can be the source of its existence? Every human nature asks this. That is why our creation is really perfectly adjusted, so that everything will be functioning in harmony together. So Werner gave a form, gave a shape to you. So other verses also in the Quran mentions about this point with other verses as well, but our subject must be limited to these verses, so let's not go there. ثم قلنا للملائكة, and then now there is another problem. We ask malaika, angels. We said to angels, what is angel here doing? Why? What is my relationship with the angel? Because my form, the way I am created, always ask the angelic side of creation. What does it mean? Not the matter itself, but the meaning in the existence of the matter. The angels represent what? The meaning side of the matter, meaning side of the matter. It means, for this typical example, I use these two examples always. Very simple and really describes the message clearly. Book example and painting example. Painting, when you look at the painting, you see the matter side of it, but no one is interested in the painting because of it is paint. No, art. Everybody looks at a painting for art. People frame it and hang it on the wall and wanted to see it always because he is communicating with the art manifested in this framed work. Art means I don't belong to this matter at all. It's so simple. That is angelic side of the frame painting. Right? Simple. So simple. So angels are going to be employed to human beings now. Not the paint, not the matter, not matter itself, but angelic side of the painting is going to serve human being. Yeah, paint, it means the matter itself may serve my body, but I'm not body. I don't identify myself as body alone. And also, body is a vehicle. I don't know. I'm using the car. But still, what is important? Not the car, but me. I'm using it. If I don't use the car, what do you think the car is good for? Anything? Car is there. If a conscious being doesn't use it, utilize it, there is no need to make the car. There is no point in it, in its existence. Of course, the car is the body in our analogy. Now, not for the body. The universe is created for spirit, but spirit functions only through experiencing the bodily existence of the universe. That is what our reality is, and we have to understand. We cannot ignore the bodily existence side of our side of bodily existence. We cannot ignore it, but it is not the point at all. It is just a means, a vehicle, in order to reach the goal. What is that? To understand the meaning in its existence. So spirit, without spirit, I cannot really make sense of the meaning in the existence of the universe. After as the Quran described, after the giving of the spirit or breathing the spirit into the body, now God asks in this story, or tells us, sorry, not us, tells us my relationship with the angels, because only my spirit can communicate with the meaning of the creation, right? Only my spirit can communicate with the meaning of the creation. So as the Quran says, ثُمَّ, then after, or thereafter, قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ, and we said to the angels, prostrate. Literal meaning is prostrate. Now we have to understand prostrate has two meanings. One is if it takes between two created being, this prostration is not really complete satisfaction, complete prostration and submission, complete submission. But if it is between the creator and the created being prostrates human beings or any other creature, prostrates before God with complete satisfaction. I confuse the word. It's complete submission. Complete submission. But into created being, prostration is serving. For example, in olden days, People used to prostrate before kings. It means I'm ready to serve you. I'm ready to serve you. But prostrating before God symbolically during the prayer, what does it mean? I acknowledge my and submit my existence completely to you. Now, angels are created beings. Yeah, because anything other than the creator, everything is created beings. So angels are created beings. Human beings are created beings. So what we can conclude here easily, between the two created beings, there is a prostration going on. What does it mean? Not complete submission, but serving. Now, we understand that God asked the other creatures, then human being with human spirit, even the body of human beings, including body side of human being, all the living being, non-living being, every being is created to serve human beings. It means to serve spirit. What does it mean? To convey the message of their origin of existence. To convey the message of their original existence. Okay. Which kind of qualities he must have, because spirit means coming from God, breathed into human body from God's spirit. It means the tools operating in order to decipher, understand, discover the qualities of the creator manifested in the created beings. So get these qualities and attribute it to its origin. And spirit's origin is the same origin. So make it united there. One creator, the rest of the existence is created beings. So between the relationship between the created beings and human beings are taking place in such a way that the human spirit utilizes them. Strangely enough, God said, it is a symbolic teaching, so that our attention should be attracted. Yeah, that look, whole universe, in fact, is created to serve you. Yeah. So that you will acknowledge me in full sense, because I'm going to manifest all my names in the creation, in the created form, and I have given you the tools to acknowledge all my qualities in your spirit. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. All of the names, the qualities of the creator, human beings are taught. It means they are given the ability to acknowledge them, to recognize them. And when I see the created world, I see it. But the universe is ready there. But one thing, illa Iblis. Who's that? Who's this guy? Lam yakun min as-sajidin. He wasn't. So, but not Iblis. He refused to prostrate before the others. So prostrate with the other angels. What does it mean? Not before the others. Prostrate with the others. What does it mean? God is drawing my attention to my quality. One aspect of my quality is extremely important. We always mention this in this class. What is this? Human free will. Human free will functions between two options. And human beings are free in using the free will. By definition, free will is free. So if it is not free, it is not called free will. So it wouldn't be called free will. So it's free will. It means we can really freely decide about it, about this way or the two options. But the matter is made so clear in the existence that one option is absolutely true, the other option is absolutely wrong, 100%, 100%. Not 50, 90, or 99.9, no, 100% true, 100% wrong. Wrong means doesn't exist. But human free will has the option to choose that thing does not exist in reality. We give the typical example, always the simple example. Repeat the same example, doesn't matter, as long as it serves the purpose, I don't mind. 2 plus 2 makes 5. Doesn't exist. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. But I can say it. I can choose it. Free. It's interesting, isn't it? So, for example, I say something is made. I say, no, it's not made. It happened to be like this. I can say it. But is it possible that it happens by itself? Even my famous spectacles, glasses. No. No one can say that it happened by itself like this. So it's so simple. As compared to other creatures, it is extremely simple. But no human being with reason, with, of course, not biased reason, free reason, absolutely free, can say these glasses might have happened by itself, by themselves. Impossible. That is what I am given the ability to do that. But do I have the option to say, yes? There are many people say the universe exists. Here they are. It happened to be as they are, finished. They don't say it clearly, that it happened by itself. No, it is happening in this way. Ignoring that, because if they said the universe happened by itself, how come it comes? It happens by itself. So if something happening there continuously changing, there must be a factor behind it. Any human reason can understand it, but they don't say it clearly. But what they say, oh, we are not interested in how it came into existence. We are just utilizing what we found in the universe. So this matter of making prostration has nothing to do with worshiping at all, but serving it is taking between two created beings. Yeah.
Would be considered truly serving if humans are not acknowledging the attributes of Allah, although they have used all this ilm beyond what Iblis can even.
They may not.
Like all the technology.
Whatever it is, doesn't matter. They may.
The Malak are still serving mankind, but they're not even thinking about
it. They are not choosing it.
So is it
like
truly
Iblis.
Serving?
Sorry?
Would it be truly serving man?
Yeah, they serve, but the others rejects.
Okay.
For example, you go to a place and they serve you food, you may not read it. You may not eat it. Huh?
They're serving man, but it's not. Man is not fulfilling its purpose.
No, it is fulfilling its job, but you may not eat it. You may not acknowledge it. You may not eat it. So universe always gives the signals. Even if I don't take it, still, for example, I have my, I don't know, nowadays, computer, let's say, before television. So maybe take the simple example, television. I have my television. I didn't turn it on. Do you think the broadcasting stopped in any channel? No, it continues, but I don't get it. That is my choice. I'm free to turn it on or turn it off. That is what freedom is. Human free will is. I turn it off, I turn it off. I choose this channel, I do that channel. I'm free. I'm responsible as a result of my choices, for the result of my choices, right? So is the clear what Iblis represents, or there will be more explanation about the nature of Iblis, because human beings are expected to be extremely careful about the function of Iblis in their life. Why? If there was no Iblis at all, what we should be doing is very simple. Directly acknowledging the manifestations, because we are adjusted, savarna, formed, shaped to function in this way. But because there is an option. Why? Because I have to choose. I have to make sense of it. Because I have free will. First of all, if I didn't have a free will, if I didn't have the choice, I would be what? A robot. It means a piece of stone, right? Not a human being. But no one wants to lose his human side. No one wants to lose his freedom, or the freedom of choice. Yeah, they say freedom is not cheap. Freedom is not given. Freedom must be gained. They fight for it. They kill each other to declare their freedom. That's human nature, regardless of their belief in the creator or not, God. They may not believe in God. They may believe in God. Still, everybody wants to be free, right? Yeah, freedom is the essential need for human beings. So we cannot say that if there was no Iblis, it would be better for me. It means if I wasn't a human being, it would mean really be careful. It really boils down to the meaning that if I was a stone, I would, there was an option that I could be a stone. Would you like to be a stone? Who wants to be a stone rather than a human being? Impossible. Impossible. So we have to understand that the creation of Iblis is extremely important for us to realize the truth. How? Because Iblis represents 100% wrong option. So we are created with this the two-sided human free will. So what, by comparison, we can think. Can I say, for example, simple, is 2 plus 2 make 4 correct, or 2 plus 2 makes 5 correct? I can make the distinction. This is correct, this is not correct. One of them is absolutely correct, the other one is absolutely wrong. Even if, let's say, 2 plus 2 makes 4.00000001. Is it correct? No, equally wrong. Equally wrong. Wrong is wrong. Getting closer to the right doesn't matter. Wrong is wrong, right is right. So the distinction is made in the creation so that human beings should not be confused between angelic side of the universe and Iblistic side of the universe. Which one is correct? Which one is wrong? inshallah. If this is clear, we will go what the function of Iblis includes in its existence. Let's move. So God said, speaking to Iblis, what prevented you from bowing down as I commanded you? Now, the scenario is presented to us beautifully because in this dialogue, the Iblis will give its explanation so that it will be exposed. The nature of Iblis will be exposed to me. That is, if you like, the scenario, the theater is being played in this way. Scenario is presented to us. Let's say what Iblis said. So God asked why. It means I should ask the same question. It's a hint. Why God created Iblis? So let me see what Iblis says and functions. What is the nature of Iblis? I'm learning now from it. And Iblis said, I am better than him. Well, maybe. Let's see. What is the reason? He says, you created me. It's very interesting. Iblis acknowledged that he is or it is created. But who is this Iblis? How does it? No. Symbolically, we are being taught here. Yeah? So even somebody acknowledges that I am created, it doesn't mean that he will be reasoning in the right way. Watch out. For me, you may say, I may say, oh, I am created. I have a creator. But it doesn't mean that in the following, I will really utilize my human quality in the right way. No. That is what the Qur'an is telling me. Be careful. So I am better than him. So I can claim this. You created me. I can claim the same thing. You created me, speaking to my creator, acknowledging it. Still, I can do that. But you created me from fire. I am in the causal chain. You created me from fire and him from clay. What? What makes me human being is my clay side, body side. Which kind of comparison it is? Yeah? The body side of Iblis is fire. Body side of human being is clay. That is correct. But what makes me a human being is not my clay side, body side, my spirit. Yeah. Iblis does not acknowledge the meaning in creation.
It sounds like an excuse or something.
It doesn't matter. I have to be careful. I have to be careful. This is an analysis of human psychology. When I ignore the meaning of the existence, when I ignore and deny, not accept the art quality of the framed picture, when I ignore the written information in the book, what I do, I reduce the book to paper collections. I reduce the framed work, artwork, to it is frame, canvas, and paint. And I say, and somebody says, frame and the paint has no value. Maybe it is worth 1 cent, 5 cents. Why should I give him $1,000 for it if I deny the art on it? Iblis is represented to us, and our attention is drawn to the reality that when even you accept that you are created, you have a creator, it is not really the end of the story. It is just the beginning of the story. Yes, you are created. Yes, the universe is created as well, so that you cannot reduce the universe to meaningless existence. Body, matter. What is going on in the world now? Reducing the universe to matter only. This is the most obvious Iblistic attitude of the people who reduce their studies of the universe to matter only. Interpret the universe in terms of matter only. Interpret or understand human beings in terms of body only. In terms of body only. Treat human beings as body only. Or human beings may choose to serve themselves by serving their body side only. This is the Iblistic side of existence. Not existence, it is not existence really. Iblistic side of this scenario.
How does Iblis base his proof that even materialistically approaching fire is superior to clay, even if he wants to just talk about that?
Proof?
What is his basing, scientifically or what?
No, let's not disturb the scenario, because Iblis is not representing the reality at all.
Okay,
just completely irrational, unacceptable approach to the creation, rather than angels. So a comparison between angelic side of the universe, which fulfills the function of its existence, Iblistic side of the universe, which denies the side of its existence. Meaning side of its existence. So Iblis and angel is represented to us, all human beings. You may take the same attitude. You are given the option to follow angelic attitude, demonstrating the qualities of the creator manifested in the universe. It means meaning of the creator manifested, the meaning manifested in the existence of the universe, or you can take the Iblistic side. This is the teaching to me, but in a symbolic way, because the Quran uses always symbols, abstract notions. To human beings cannot comprehend it, cannot really grasp the meaning. But if it is presented in a scenario, sometimes you know that you read a novel, you may not really get the meaning really, but when you watch the film of this novel, you get really the exact representation of the message in it. So it is in human nature that what we do, usually people convey their understanding of existence in a novel, representing, for example, bad guy as somebody, good guys as somebody, and hesitant people as somebody. So set the scenario and write the novel, and let the people function there or represent this human side. That is very human, and God speaks in this way to human beings. That's why the Quran says, I give you tamsil, mithal, What does it mean? Make the scenario to make it ready. For example, universe is a means of really manifesting the qualities of its maker. The existence of matter is not really important. But because of matter, I can communicate with it. This is mithal. I can communicate with it and understand what the mithal is referring to. That's what we should read, how we should read the Quran and see the mithals in terms of external existence or material existence, but to fulfill another purpose by being created in the form of a matter first. For example, we express all our feelings through actions, the same thing. So that is why God said, God asked Iblis, why didn't you serve human beings? Because I'm better than him. Of course, this message has also another side of it. Jealousy. While we are making the comparison, look, my material side is made of gold. I am rich. I have so much properties. This guy is poor. I am better than him. I can make this distinction by making the value in terms of prosperity, material prosperity. It means in terms of my properties, money, etc., or my how do you say, worldly status. Worldly status. For example, I am the general director of the company, and you are a staff there. I'm better than you. We don't know. As far as human qualities are concerned, we don't know who is better. Maybe, may not be.
Also be jealous of the potential knowledge that has been given to man that can proceed even beyond what the knowledge of
spirit side. It means spirit side.
He can know and understand things beyond him.
Spirit side.
Yeah, like
he's
the
jealous
guy, and he doesn't want anyone more alim than him.
That's all. Iblis doesn't want to accept that human has spirit. That's why it makes the comparison in matter only. For example, a scientist, let's say is a bad scientist or with a bad intention scientist. He doesn't want to accept that he is created, he is needy, and he has to search for his creator, his or her creator, and worship him. It means worship him means really acknowledge him and say that you are the one who is giving all this opportunities to me. But he wants to declare that he is a great scholar or successful man himself. What does he do? Because of this attitude, he reduces the thing he studies, he or she, doesn't matter, let's say he studies in the lab, makes search how it works, he ignores the meaning side. He ignores the meaning side to the matter and says it is just matter. That's it, like Iblis. That's what the Quran is teaching me. Be careful, don't take Iblistic attitude, and also be careful if someone makes a suggestion to you with an Iblistic attitude, watch out. It is making a wrong comparison. It's not realistic. You can acknowledge it, that Iblistic claim has no base whatsoever.
False assumptions.
Yes, completely 100% false assumption, because no one says that I am taller so that I am better. as a human being. No one can say this, but human beings can claim, because we said they have free wills and they have two options. One of them is right, one of them is completely wrong. So we can make it, but no one says that I am taller or shorter because, and therefore I am better. No, no one can say this. Quality is important. Quantity is not important at all. Quantity is there to serve quality. That is why the angels there to serve quality. The universe is there to serve human spirit, quality. So matter helps or serves my body, meaning serves my spirit, right? Angel serves me, and Iblis comes and makes a comparison between body and its body, fire. So we will even get into the meaning of fire. Why God describes Iblis, and through the Iblis's tongue or mouth says, I am made of fire. It means God said, hey, be careful. Your enemy is made of fire. What is enemy? Giving you the option, because of jealousy, giving you the option that you have to look at the matter as matter, not meaning at all. And this attitude is made of fire. What does it mean? What does fire do?
Sanitizes, cleans.
Consumes, burns. Yeah, burns, consumes. You give, no end. Let me see. 2 + 2 makes 4. Right. Human mind says correct. Apart from 2 + 2, how many options are there, possible options are there, to give a wrong equation? 2 + 2 makes 1. 2 + 2 makes 1.1. 2 + 2 makes 1.1, 0.1. Infinite. Fire turns the things into infinite non-existence. It means 100% wrong. And many options, none of them make sense. So Qur'an says, watch out. You have many options which doesn't make sense. You have one option which makes sense. So clear distinction. Watch out not to go this way. It means choosing the non-realistic, non-rational conclusions. So you can find, you can distinguish, you can realize the truth easily to make. You can say 2 + 2 makes 4. The rest of the infinite options are to go to the garbage. Finish. I'm not concerned with any of them. I found the truth. So when we find the truth, we should not really keep ourselves busy with nonsense, infinite falsehood. That is what also this fire represents. And it is very interesting that the Quranic description is so delicate, isn't it? That while Iblis is speaking and giving its in the scenario, giving its excuse not to accept the superiority of the meaning over matter. It ignores the matter. And this source of this attitude is fire. Consumes, never gets satisfaction. Infinitely alternatives. Truth has one alternative. Yeah. Infinite la ilaha, the Quranic fundamental backbone of the teachings of the Quran is la ilaha illallah. Infinite la ilaha, one illallah. So, okay. So you see the language, even the analogy is presented to us in the Quran. so consistent with each other. If only we pay attention to it carefully and seriously and study it, inshallah. Yeah, okay. I'm looking for my, yeah. Oh, word 13, I think there is an important word there, ihbitu. So, فَهْبِط. It's singular form here. منها فما يكون لك أن تتكبر فيها or تتكبر or also فَهْبِط. So اخرج إنك من الصاغرين, and also really reducing a disgraced position. These are really to be studied separately. These are great words. Each of them has great and deeper meanings. Inshallah, we will study next week. Right? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim, wa akhiru da'wahum and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bismillah.